I'm Connor. Welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to be preparing for you a southern meal consisting of buttermilk fried chicken, mac and cheese, and some candied carrots. Let's do it. Alright, so first you gotta get your water on a boil, a little bit of salt in there, and then we're gonna add our noodles and cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, so now we gotta combine the rest of our stuff for mac and cheese. So first we got 2 eggs. Like that. Another one. Then we got some sour cream. Some half and half. And some evaporated milk. Whole can of that. And our spices. So these are spices I use. I use some black pepper, some salt, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some paprika. And after we've added those, we'll start it up with the rest of our ingredients. And once that's all stirred up, we'll start adding our cheeses. So we'll use a whole bag of Colby Jack. Use some sharp cheddar. And we will use some cheddar and Monterey Jack. Whole bag of that. All right, so that sound means that our mac and cheese is done. So we'll turn that off and we'll get our mac and cheese here and we'll drain it. All right, so now we're gonna take our noodles and mix it in with our other ingredients, our seasonings, our cheeses. That all fits in there. A couple stragglers. And then we'll mix this all up and put it in the dish. So now I'm just gonna add a little layer of just some cheddar on top because everyone likes that layer of cheese on their mac. Try to get it out as evenly as possible. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna take our mac and we're gonna pop it in the oven. And close that and we'll cook that for about 35 minutes. All right, so now we're gonna get started on our carrots. So first thing, we're gonna need a couple tablespoons of butter. And put that in there. And we'll let this saute over medium heat. And once it's done melting, we'll add our carrots. So now that our butter's melted, we're ready to add our carrots. Just put it on right in there. Try to get every last one. Then after that, we'll mix them around get them tossed in the butter, and we'll let them sit in here for around 4 minutes, let them cook, and then we can add our sugar and other ingredients. So to our buttered carrots, we're now going to add some chicken stock. Cool those down a bit. And the star of the dish, some sugar. Put that in there. And a little bit of a wild card, but we're going to use some white pepper. Look at that. So put all that in there. And mix it up a bit, get all the sugar in there, and after we've done that, we're just gonna put the lid on it and we're gonna let it cook for another 5 minutes or so. So while those carrots are finishing up, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the chicken. So I've had it in here marinating for about an hour and a half maybe, and so, as the recipe suggests, it's buttermilk fried chicken. So there's some buttermilk in here, some hot sauce, some eggs, some salt, just usual stuff. Try to marinate the chicken, give it some flavor. So once we are done and think it's marinated long enough, we'll just take it out of here, kind of strip off some of the excess, and we'll put it in our flour and try to cover it as best as we can. Have to get your hands in here, get a little bit dirty. And just try to coat it as best as you can, and do that for every piece of chicken. And then once we're done with that, putting the flour on all the chicken, we can get on to frying it. So after we've done breading our chicken, we'll go over and check in our carrots. But first, let's have a look, see if there's any problems with our mac. And I'll tell you, there's nothing bad happening in that oven right now. So take a look at our carrots, looking good, looking good. So what we want to do is we want to turn the heat up and cook off some of that chicken stock so that sugar can get on the carrots and it'll make them nice. So we'll do that for a couple minutes, just let it reduce. And once I'm done, those are your candied carrots. So I'm gonna put the chicken in the oil, get this fried up, and then we'll be all done. And a good trick is to always lay it away from you so it doesn't splash. That's how you make a Southern cooked dinner. Now let's grub.